so exciting. When I heard the news, I literally called my family and I was in tears. It's such a big milestone to me because I honestly didn't expect it to happen so soon. I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe September, October, we'll reach 1,000. I was just really enjoying the journey and yeah, enjoying putting the content that I've been wanting to put out there. So the fact that I reached 1,000 subscribers before I reached the 3-month mark is such a milestone to me. So I don't take it for granted, and I really appreciate every single person who has watched my videos, who's liked them, who's commented and engaged and given suggestions. I appreciate every single person who has joined me in this journey, who's corrected me, who's helped me, who has encouraged me in any way. I'm just really happy. I'm really grateful, and it came at the perfect timing for me because I was having such a difficult week. I was doubting everything. I was stressing about everything. I wasn't sleeping all week because I was just like anxious every night, just about a lot of things, about my future. Yeah, this just came at the perfect time and just showed me, you know what, keep doing this YouTube thing, and I'm gonna keep doing this YouTube thing because I love it and I really enjoy this journey that I've been on. So thank you for 1,000. I'm like literally like holding back tears. Thank you for 1,000. Since we reached 1,000, I thought I would do a Q&A, so you'll just get to know a little bit more about me then. So I'm just gonna go ahead and answer them, and yeah, I hope you really enjoy this video. Please like, comment and subscribe and click on that notification button to get a notification every time I post. I post on Thursdays and Sundays, and I'm gonna try and be consistent because the Thursday one always gets me. Let's get on into this video. What are the things you want to do after lockdown?
Okay, let me just say that I want to travel. I need to go on a girls trip. We had a girls trip planned at the end of this year, but that's not happening, or it's probably not going to happen anymore. So I'm just excited to travel and to do the things that I really took for granted again.
I feel like the plans that I have before and after lockdown are the same. Like I want to keep doing this YouTube thing. I want to keep learning and growing. Maybe after lockdown I'll have a lot more collabs with other creators out there, with any health or nutrition content creators. I think that could be really fun and really cool. That might be a plan that I'm looking forward to. Listen, I want to go and eat at a restaurant. Like, I want to eat at a restaurant and not wear a mask. Like, ever since I moved here, obviously in Disisland, restaurant where. So I've been used to not eating at restaurants and things like that for like since I moved here. So this whole year I've barely gone out. I've barely gone to restaurants or anything. Just seeing all of my friends, because I really miss my friends. I've made amazing friends here, but I miss my friends from back home. So yeah, being able to see them would be amazing, and to celebrate with them, to celebrate with all of my friends, because it's, yeah, there's so much that's happened during lockdown that's worth celebrating for me and a lot of my friends. So like, definitely celebrations will be in order. How do you think we can tackle this country's racism and systemic and all? This is a very loaded question. I think that it takes every single person trying to do what they can within their capacity. For me, I would say, like, I always use my social media platform to speak out or to educate people on what it is to be racist and what those sort of microaggressions look like, so that people can sort of learn from that and know not to do those things. So I just try to use my platform to educate people who maybe didn't realize how damaging some of their behavior can be, creating spaces where we can have those conversations and where the right people can be in the room, because essentially the right people aren't getting into the rooms that need to be having these conversations. So yeah, I think it takes people also just being able to acknowledge that they do need to learn and grow, and being willing to do that. And yeah, essentially I guess also calling out people within your different industries to have those conversations. I know in like the field of nutrition, especially in the US and Canada, there's been a lot of talks and like webinars about systemic racism and how they can improve their care and not let their microaggressions come through in the way that they care for patients, and to understand different cultures. I know, they've had a lot of talks. South Africa, we haven't really. I think that could be a way if we opened up a platform or opened up a conversation for the dietitians in South Africa to have these conversations, because if I think about it, in a lot of the tertiary hospitals, most of the dietitians who work there are white. So where I did all of my like student internship, there was only one black dietitian that I ever met, and then there were a few colored dietitians as well, but one out of like 17 or 18, which is something I think that's not enough, so we need to have these conversations and have those spaces open and allow more people of color in different professions to be able to be in the room. Like, it's not like there aren't black dietitians, there's plenty, but that's just an example, like the fact that we really do need more diversity within our different professions. Congratulations, thank you so much. How do you look so good when you guys are so sweet. It's the new hair. It's really just the new hair doing it for me. I don't know what it is about fringes, but I just love fringes, and I've always been scared to do them, and ever since last year I cut a fringe and I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this again. I shouldn't be allowed to have scissors, because this will happen to every single wig that I buy. What's your favorite podcast? Definitely the Viral Wellness podcast. You guys do a lot there. I got to actually have the privilege of also being a guest on their podcast, so definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Is a keto diet healthy? There are people who've been able to do keto and it works for them. I know the value that carbs bring. Carbs are your body's main energy source, and keto, you're essentially putting your body into starvation mode, because then it switches to using, instead of using carbs or glucose, it's like depletes your energy or your glycogen stores to the point where you start producing things called ketones in the liver to give your body and your brain energy. There's a lot of symptoms that you can experience when you first start doing a keto diet, like bad breath, constipation, because you're cutting out carbs, which is what most people's main source of fiber is. Some people get nausea, some people get keto flu. Yeah, so I guess maybe I should do a video on keto, because I did do a Instagram live on it on Ubumbo's Instagram page. So if you guys would like me to do a keto review where I look at all of the science and explain it and look at the pros and the cons and all of that, let me know and I will definitely do that for you. I'm really happy for you. Always saw you on TFG's videos and I knew I wanted to see more of you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Probably one thing that annoys you about Apple. It could be now or back in the day. I don't know what annoys me about my twin brother. To be honest, I really can't say. I definitely annoy him a lot though. Like, I thoroughly enjoy annoying him. What made you choose a career in nutrition? It's something that I've always been sort of passionate about and exposed to. My mom and my dad have very health conscious since I can remember. My dad's been vegetarian or pescatarian for like 15 years. My mom was always sort of into I don't know if you guys are gonna know who these people are, but there's a author and health and plant-based sort of queen, essentially. Her name's Mary Ann Shearer, and my mom used to love her books and used to read them all the time. My mom and my dad have always been like, majority of meals are plant-based, like we probably ate meat twice a week and all of those things. So just the family that I grew up in, like we've always just been very health conscious, and yeah, we also would just have a lot of conversations about nutrition and health. Plenty of heated discussions, which I always enjoyed. But yeah, I also just when I did I explained this in the other video, like in another Q&A that I did a while ago. Basically, like I went and I did my job shadowing in grade 11 and I saw how amazing nutrition was in terms of what it can do for your body and how good nutrition can really improve people's outcomes from surgery, wound healing, people who have certain cancers. It can really help with reducing people's chronic disease risk, and it can even put people who are type 2 diabetic into remission. It's so, like, nutrition and good nutrition is so powerful, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I just think it's so interesting. That's obviously, you guys are gonna learn a lot more about things that I'm interested in on this channel, because I definitely plan on speaking out more about certain things. Bad habits when it comes to healthy eating. Oh, I can think of one. I meal prep and then I get tired of eating that same food, so then I end up cooking again and then I forget that I meal prepped, which isn't good. What's the best advice you've ever received in your first year varsity? Definitely that things get better. In my first semester, I hated it. I hated chemistry. Organic chemistry was the worst thing for me. What my mentor, my mentor would always say is, like, it gets better once you get to second semester. You get to do what you actually came here to do. And here I am now, so it helped. No question, just congratulations, beautiful. Thank you. You guys are gonna make me so emotional. I'm literally the most emotional person. How's life after varsity? Bills, insurances, it's real. Life is real. But I love this. I'm glad to be done with varsity. I heard you say you're doing ComServe at All Saints Hospital. Is this the one? SN Global? Yes. What is your favorite plant-based meal to make? Oh, I like this question. Man, I'm such a chickpea girl, hey? I'm such a chickpea girl. Actually, anything that has chickpeas, whether it's falafel, I love falafel like in pita, or I love having like a veggie bowl where I have roasted vegetables and sauteed vegetables and vegetables that are just prepared in different ways, and then hummus and falafel and roasted chickpeas. Like that's like my dream bowl. Like, I love that so much. I just love plant-based meals so much. Like, I think that meal is one that I really enjoy. And then lentils, I really enjoy lentils as well. I used to hate them growing up, but there's this like lentil bolognese that I really, really love. Does your hey, Nina, does your brother know about us? Sure.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Would you ever be a TV doctor? Basically be on a show and talk about health. That is something that quite a few dietitians do. Like, there's dietitians who are now like in social media. One of them that I know, her name is Mbali, or the Urban Dietitian on Instagram. Go follow her. She's like amazing. Yeah, she's done stuff where I think she's spoken on radio shows, or I think she's also done TV stuff as well. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would consider doing later on, but I'd probably prefer to do the TV stuff once I've registered as an independent practitioner, because I'm still a ComServe, so I can still talk about those things, but on something like TV, I'd much rather prefer that it be once I'm an independent practitioner, which I will get at the end of this year / beginning of next year. What's your guilty pleasure? I'm not guilty about it. The thing is, it's something I'm not guilty about it at all. Chocolate, I don't know what chocolate has been doing for me lately. With my groceries, I buy a slab of chocolate. Sometimes I'll take a row of chocolate, sometimes I'll take 2, sometimes it'll be dark chocolate, sometimes it'll be milk chocolate. Like, that's just like my one thing that I really enjoy. Not guilty about it though. I never feel guilty for enjoying food that I like. Healthy way of gaining weight. But if there's any tips I can give, is trying to eat small, frequent meals throughout the day, increasing like the nutrient density of your meals. So like if you have oats in the morning, adding some extra peanut butter in there to enrich it. I would say if you want to know more, definitely consider going to a dietitian, because they can really help you. No question here, sis. I just love you. Love you too. Love your hair. Where do you get your wigs? This one was from... So funny that you say that, because I have the box right here. I don't know how, that was not planned. Hair's Market. Yeah, this was from Hair's Market. This is a 26-inch it's decent quality, but you would have to definitely customize and bleach the knots and all of that. It's decent for the price that it was. Yeah, check out Hayes Market. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and for subscribing and for just making me so happy by giving me like there's 1,000 people who actually went and clicked press subscribe on my channel. Like that's, I can't even like come to terms with that. So thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.